Well, you could say the meeting is a response to a sense of longing. And I differentiate between longing and longing. I differentiate not between not just to get something else. Not just to get something else. Longs isn't actually. It's end of. And wanting is wanting more. Is you could say is wanting nothing for the wanting more. So what won't happen here? It'll be any information. Nothing. What won't act. There won't be for the won't happen coming or changing what is in any way. It's a response to the longing coming or it's from it's the changing response you could say. It's a longing for freedom. In the story of Jim, that was core, you could say. In the long freedom. It's the story of freedom. So I guess for some often. So I guess quite to me. For of need, that sense of wanting a better experience. There isn't going to be any guidance about mind of need. There isn't going to the reason any guidance that's to be any. So this is what's longed for, which has certain consequences. So this, which that wanting experience is needs to happen. That what's looked for in its experience is it's going to needs to happen. And it's thing that is able to add experience. Look, so that it'll feel well, basically happy all the time. I know the words out, so that it'll feel joyous, whatever. It doesn't speak to it in any way, really. If what we're talking about is heard, it undermines it. If what we're talking about, which we wanted, it doesn't speak to it about is heard. Continue. It just wants to move on. It just wants more for itself. And this continue. It's nothing because it can't. It just wants. What we're talking about, wholeness, freedom, the absolute, is already true. It's what we're talking about is. So this isn't about wholeness. Is already done. There's nothing that could happen that would make this more of what's longed for than already done. Make this more of what the problem is for the individual is that that's nothing to think. And so you'll hear that a lot. That I'll say. The problem is for that a lot is appearing as the individual that the individual is looking for and this man just doesn't have. It's empty. There's nothing to hold on to. So I've often heard. I don't know if it's. It definitely. It's empty. I've often heard. Will buy. There's not. I don't know. If it's not spiritual bypassing because it doesn't give anything to the individual to do anything about. Nor it's not to the individual right or wrong way for it to spiritual bypass. To give some sort of guidance. There isn't any guidance. It's a very simple. It's very. It's actually some sort of guidance. It's a very simple, long wholeness guidance. The sense that there's something that needs to happen. It's overlooked by the experience, isn't it? The sense looked by the of seek that experience. Quite simply, this is what's longed for, and that's all inclusive. There's nothing exclusive. Quite simply, that's all. Yes, inclusive, because it gives it nothing to do, nothing to hold on to, nothing to have, nothing to work towards. It's done because it gives it nothing to work towards, nothing to do. Oh, it is. Well, to the individual. Yeah, to the experience, and you could, it can't. So it'll make an object out of what we're talking about. It'll make an object out of non-duality. The absolute. An object out of non-duality.
Thinking about if trauma prevents.
No.
Thinking about prevents.
The experience of the individual. The idea for it, I think, is that the of being an I. The experience for it, I think, intelligent, that it's going to move to the individual is the limited, separate experience to wholeness. And if that were true, it's not. If that were then limited, separate. And if that were true, limiting. But the separate experience, it's not a limited, separate experience to wholeness. That limited separate experience is an illusion. A limited separate experience is an illusion. Well, trauma is an experience, illusion. That someone has trauma is illusion. But trauma is trauma. It's wholeness of being trauma. That someone's wholeness. No, has trauma. It's not. The individual isn't. It isn't. Not in the sense. That arises is mine or isn't mine. So it's just a sense. It's not an activity. It's just a function of being. That every that arises activity. It's just me. It's experience. It is my function. Just perception. And in that, it can give trauma perception, trauma and go on. But I think they had intention. There was intention to his end koan. Yeah, there is to his end koan. Anywhere. That's just, but I think they had the need for this to become something other than what it is already. And this is like I mean you might have heard it, but I said this need. And this is heavy, not the need for this to be like